Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Recently I've been thinking of a very important topic I'll be talking about today. And I want to tell you there is an evil that silently robs dreams. It kills confidence. It destroys destiny. It makes you look small in the midst of your peers or even in the midst of the world. It doesn't carry a gun, but yet it kills. It doesn't raise its voice. It leaves millions across nations of the world hopeless and broken. What is that evil? It is poverty. You wonder. It causes hardship, sickness, it reduces, it brings shame, reproach, loss of confidence, family struggles, empty wallets with unpaid bills. Poverty isn't just lack of money. It's a mindset, a system, and a trap. Do you know it's a trap? So I want us to talk about this very important topic, the evil called poverty. Stick with me, let's go right into the video.
And it goes a little something like
So what is poverty? To me, poverty is deprivation. When you are living in what? Lack. When you can't do certain things, or the things you want to do that you love to do, but you can't do it because of lack of even finances. So, knowing that poverty will reduce you to nothing, it will make you to be ashamed of yourself. The Bible talks about it, that no one listens to the voice of the poor. The poor is not recognized anywhere. No matter how wise he or she may be, but so long as he or she is poor, he continue to live in what? Mediocrity, low lifestyle, as some will call it. Poverty will silence you in the midst of your peers, even your family members. No one want to befriend the poor, but everybody want to be a friend of the rich. But do you know what? Let me shock you again. If you don't deliberately fight this poverty, it will quietly settle in your life like an unwanted guest. And not only that, it will transcend to your generation if they too don't fight it. And here is the truth. Being born into poverty isn't your fault, but staying poor is your choice, and that will be what? Your fault. Poverty is not just about what you don't have in your bank accounts. It's about what you have been programmed to believe. What are your beliefs? You know, your belief today is determined by how you were raised, your environment. It's about being told to just get by instead of growing and building. Poverty will tell you, stay safe, don't take risk, wait for help, live for survival and not for purpose. And that is how it affects generation. Because what you tolerate we what? Remain. What we tolerate, we teach. You want to fight poverty before it takes hold on you and your generation to come. Do you want to be affected by poverty, or do you want not to be affected? I don't want to be affected by poverty. So how should you not to be affected by poverty? You want to be intentional about your life. You want to tell yourself, I want to fight poverty. I don't want to remain poor. I want to leave something for my generation. I want to stand in the gap like Joseph. So how do you escape this grip, poverty? How do you stop it from shaping your life or stopping you or to keep you remaining small? You want to reprogram your mind. You must stop thinking small. You are not a victim. You are a creator. You want to pay attention to your thoughts, to your seed. Your thoughts are seed. You want to plant abundance, not limitation, in your thoughts. You want to start learning about what? Money. You don't need a financial degree to do this. You don't have to be what? An accountant. You don't want to be a finance personnel. All you need to do, learn about money. If you look back in the time past, some old people were rich, they were wealthy, and they never went to school. How did they do it? They were wise. They taught, in their own mind. But you do need financial literacy. You want to learn how to make it, to manage it, to multiply money. Learn what money is, how to make money, how to manage money, and how to what? Multiply it in order to avoid being poor or living in abject poverty. And also, what you need to do, you want to take bold actions. So many people are so afraid to change. If you don't like what you see, you want to change it. Because if you don't change it, it will remain. Nothing is automatic. You must work at it. If you don't like poverty, you want to show it by your actions, by the things you do. You want to be intentional. You want to be deliberate about your action, your choices, your decision, and your lifestyle. So therefore, you want to take that bold step. And of course, we all know salary alone cannot make you wealthy. Salary cannot make you rich. Salary cannot even sustain you. You don't want to be in the position of waiting and looking up to salary. And if they fail to pay, you don't want to be in panic. So you don't want to continue to keep what? Clocking in and clocking out. You want to find out your work. What God created you for. Because that is the one that will make you what? Wealthy. You want to take that bold step. Starting a business, or investing in your skills, or breaking free from toxic environments. You want to make that move. Poverty feeds on stagnation. You don't want to be stagnated. You don't want to be stagnated. You want to continue to be what? Ambitious. You want to continue to think. So many of us don't think. You want to sit down and think, what can I do that can fetch me money? What are the skills I can learn that will generate me income? You want to sit down. You want to think, what are you good at? What don't you like that you feel or that you think should be changed? You want to start thinking, what can I do You want to change your circle. You want to surround yourself with people that talk about growth, people that talk about continuous learning, not people that talk about lack, people that want to remain small. Not lack. People who dream big, people who plan smart and work hard, people that are diligent, not just talkers. They say empty vessel make the loudest noise, because some people can talk but they don't take action. You don't want to be with procrastinators. You want to be with an ambitious people that want to what? Grow. So therefore, you want to change your circle. Who are you moving with? Who are in your circle? Who are in your team? You want to be intentional about it. Why? Because you will eventually become who you look at. You will look like who you look at. You want to fight poverty by all means, not by going into anything illegal, not by doing anything dubious, not by cheating people, but by paying attention to yourself, by learning, by organizing, structuring your life, doing the needful, embracing how to save and invest, not to be wasteful, to learn the nitty-gritty about how the wealthy people live. What are they embracing that are making them increasing, that the people keep talking about? The rich keep getting richer while the poor are getting poorer. Why? Because the poor will refuse to take the bull by the horn. They will embrace their poverty, abject poverty. You don't want to remain poor. Poverty will rob you of your joy. Poverty will rob you of your dignity. Poverty will rob you of friends. And you will continue to live in shame if you don't fight it. And you don't want that. You want to have a voice. You want to speak. And thank God for the era we are in now, the era of social media. You can build yourself. You want to ask questions, what can I do to change what I'm seeing around my life? How do you avoid poverty entirely? The best way to avoid poverty entirely is to build something that works, something that will work for you. To build a legacy, if you need a business, you need a skill, you need to put a system in place. You are not born to hustle all through your life. You want to just wake up from your slumber. Look into yourself. You need a business, you need a skill, and you need a system. And this you must do to what? Avoid poverty entirely. You are not born to hustle all through your life. Just walk. And at the end, when you buy and you just go. No, life is more than that. You were born to create. You were born to lead. And you were born to what? Impact your generation. What will you remember for? What do you want to leave behind for your children? What legacy do you want to leave behind? So you want to think about it. There are things you can do. You can learn. Everything is learnable. Let me use that word. Those that are doing the things you love, they were not born with it. They paid attention to themselves. They embraced continuous learning. And they were consistent in it. And before you know it, they become what? A professional or a master in the what? In whatever skills they might have choose. Poverty is evil because it kills silently. But you can kill it. You can kill poverty. With the right what? Mindset. With the right action. And the courage to choose a better future. So what is your choice? Do you want to continue to choose poverty, or you want to change your lifestyle? Even though you were born in a poor family, or you are from a poor community, or from a poor what? Tribe, it doesn't matter. you can change your own lifestyle. So therefore, don't just survive. You want to build, create, and multiply. Say no to poverty and yes to the life you were born to live. And what about your children? What about your children? Living in shame because you can't provide for them. Living a pitiable life. Or being at the mercy of others. Begging. Christ is not come that we will continue in a beggarly lifestyle. No way. He said he came that we may have life in abundance. So, but you want to take the bull by the horn. You want to do what is necessary. Stop procrastinating. Take action. Look at what is working around you. And key into it. And do the needful. You can learn social media platform all around you. So many of us are waiting, just looking, wondering what people are doing there. You want to start something, start building. Start building. If you start today, tomorrow you will not be the same person. Say no to poverty. Poverty is more than lack of money, like I said. Don't allow it to steal or destroy your dream. It's about your mindset. And what you don't want it to rob you of your potential. So therefore, I think I have been able to talk to you the need to what? Fight poverty, the evil that rob men of their dignity, their confidence, their voice, and their life. And you know so many people are out there. They are being unalive because of they are living in poverty. Imagine people sick. They cannot even afford medication. What lifestyle is that? Imagine having children. Cannot even what clothe them. Or people living on the streets. People can no longer think well because of what? Poverty. You don't want that in your lifestyle. You don't want that in your generation. You want to fight the evil called poverty. So I leave you with that. I'll be bringing more, this is a series. I'll be bringing more reasons why we need to fight poverty and the things we can do and businesses we can venture into to avoid staying poor or remaining poor. So therefore, if you like this video, if it resonates with you, I want you to give it a thumbs up and to share it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I love you to subscribe. Let's collaborate and let's talk. Let's connect together. And if you have subscribed before, I want to say a big thank you to you. So therefore, thank you for your time. See you in my next video. Remember, I remain your sister in purpose and in what? In faith. Bye for now. God bless you. Let's continue to grow. We must eradicate poverty out of our life and of our generation. Bye for now. Thank you.